If you missed that first half hour, everybody, great information. Somebody that has a great heart can really help you understand what you need, how to get you to the best used car, so you're not putting too much money onto the bank every month. It's a big impact it has on families. Stay tuned.
There goes Charles. Oh, here we go.
There we are, lady. We're back. We're just talking about you had one of our sponsors has been a customer.
Yep, I sold
cool.
a car for him at a previous dealership I worked at. Nice guy, and we sold his Mercedes. Okay. Nice car.
Yeah, there you go. I know a lot of my buddies, they enjoy getting some of those nice classic cars, and it's good to somebody that they can trust and work with. But with that, let's talk a little bit more about it. What are some of the other mistakes people make? You can only assume that most people, like, it's one of the most dreaded things. It's like speaking in front of an audience or buying a car, a couple of the most difficult things people have to do.
Sure.
How do you make that process easier for people so they don't make a mistake?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think there's many small mistakes you can make with a used car purchase. We try to kind of iron out all of those for you. I think a lot of what we do is we stick with some trusted brands. When you're seeing Hondas, Toyotas, Lexus, that type of thing, it's for a reason. Yeah. And that way, those engineers and their reputation has kind of built what we look for to kind of help avoid those.
Yeah, I mean, how often is it the case? You rarely get a lemon, but you can just trust trusted brands that have historically done very well. And boy, cars are getting better. And speaking of, there's EVs out there. I was this close. I was looking at EVs for a used EV too. But has Tesla been a good brand? Are those kind of out of your realm, or EVs a little bit, or hybrids, those kinds of things?
We've only dabbled at this point. I'm not going to call myself an expert in that field, but appreciative of them, absolutely.
And so, yeah, there's just so much a gamut now across the board. And then you have a mechanic or anybody you recommend that will do work for your client if they never have any questions. You still let your client just saying, car hasn't had any problems, but who do you recommend? How do people handle repairs?
Yeah, great question. So right now we have some really good trusted local partners that we can absolutely refer people to. It's our goal. We'll see. Maybe by the end of the year we'll have that in-house. Our facility can house that. We're just kind of putting the infrastructure down to get there. So stay tuned for that in the future.
Well, again, somebody you know and trust, and somebody you can refer to directly that will make an impact. So you can, because it's a critical decision. And like I said, you talked about your first purchase. Parents said, "Here's what you got to work with," and you did the research, and this is kind of where it started for you.
Yeah. I mean, 16 years old, wanted a car. Parents were so kind to facilitate that, but with a very tight budget, $3,000, no more. And I think I stayed below that even by a couple $100, and ended up with a great car and been hunting out deals ever since.
Starts young. Parents kind of set them on that path. You're not doing as much commercial, but you enjoy working with the individual user who's just trying to get a great value.
Yeah.
And tell me why that's where what's up your alley there.
Sure. Yeah, we enjoy the retail experience of car sales. I mean, we're directly with the customer. To me, that's a lot of the fun. I know Courtney enjoys that. She has a blast with the customers. So yeah, you'll work with us. The people that bought the car and brought it through our whole process and can explain everything. Kind of a mom and pop shop, but that's the way we like it.
Tell me a little bit more about that classic car purchaser. Somebody's looking for something a little older. You said you've kind of found a niche around early 2000s, late 90s. I've got a 89 Toyota Supra.
That's right up our alley.
Pretty old, but tell me how you help people with those kinds of cars.
So I've sold a ton with other dealerships of the 60s and 70s muscle cars that have always been very popular to collect, but we're seeing that shift forward. The car you had in high school now was probably from the 80s or the 90s.
Right.
I'm sure you've got some memories of that late 80s Supra, and that's why you wanted another one. So we help people fulfill that nostalgia dream all the time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw a lot of the classic Corvettes you got there. How many Corvettes do you think you've sold? And is that something that Corvettes still, they don't hold their value tremendously well, but they're better than many, I guess. But it's just that you maintain them properly, you can still have a very valuable car.
Right. Yeah, In my career, I've sold thousands of Corvettes, literally thousands of them.
Okay.
St. Louis is a big Corvette town. They used to make Corvettes in St. Louis.
Okay.
So a lot of the older guys have a lot of nostalgia for them for that reason. But no, they're great cars. Even the older ones up to the new, I mean, they're stout machines. There's a reason why there's thousands of them on the road. And yep, we can find you one if you're looking for one.
Well, again, take a look at. We'll get a quick preview of the website, because if you missed the first show, we went through this just a little bit. But boy, what a beautiful website! It's well organized, to the point. But you can do your search right there. All kinds of inventory, all available. Search by make, model, type. You can just everything that you could imagine as far as what you're looking for. But I do like the fact that you've got that financing right there for people, because how often is the people, they want to get a credit answer right away. And how long does it usually take to get an answer with credit?
This is a really fast system. I mean, filled out online, it spits us out to us in a matter of minutes. And
Okay.
during normal business hours, we can have it approved in a matter of minutes. It's very streamlined.
There you have it. Then a little bit in the about page about you guys here, obviously.
Sure.
You'd like to share a little bit about what you're doing in the community, and that's kind of cool. The Hidden Gems article here, and this talks a little bit about you and your wife and how you have taking the time to start in kind of a step, reinventing the car purchasing process and helping people to feel comfortable when they're going to spend thousands of dollars. And if they're going to have a tight budget, you might be the place to go to.
Absolutely.
And then they can get an expensive classic car too. How exotic are some of the classic cars you got?
Yeah.
Lamborghinis, or what are you going to?
Right. So there's absolutely no cap on value. So we've assisted clients with selling a Maserati, high-end Mercedes AMGs. Right now we've got a couple of nice classics, a GTO, a 56 Chevy. So do a lot of that as well. Now those often get sold out of state, and that's where we'll work with a buyer and orchestrate shipping and everything that needs to be to get it to them. We've even shipped a car to Guatemala, of all places, so we can get it anywhere it needs to go.
Okay, yeah, putting it on a ship and sending it across the ocean.
That's what it takes. Yeah.
That's what it takes. Tell me, what kind of expertise do you bring to the table? Like, because there's some online purchasing you could be, and it's just terrifying to imagine
Sure.
some things that can happen to people. But what are some of the things people should watch out for, and some of the things you obviously circumvent to make sure that people do have a great experience, why they can buy from you, no matter where they're located?
Right. Well, a lot of time, marketplace or these places can get a little intimidating by private party. People end up with bad titles for cars or a salvage or flood car. You never really know. We know the channels to go through to avoid those types of things. We know the ways to check on those types of things, and we're not going to sell something like that. The average Joe out of his driveway, I can't say the same for him.
Yeah, I was having a conversation. I've shared this story a little bit in the past, but I had a car, loved it, bought it from a private dealer buddy of mine, kind of a similar thing. He doesn't he doesn't have quite the inventory you've got, but he could just kind of pick out a car, go to the auction. I told him what I wanted, got the car. About 6 months later, I get a call from the state of Missouri. It says, hey, we need to take a look at your car, make sure that VIN. And they found out the car had actually been, and went through the auction. The auction didn't catch it either.
Wow.
And then they had to buy it back and give me full
I guess
money
so.
back, which was lucky. But I had another friend of mine who I talked to him. He's like, oh, man, you were going to be on our show. He still hasn't recorded. He's been so busy. And he went through this. He goes, yeah, man, I bought a truck from some guy online. I met him out of the park. Got initially online, met him face to face. Fake title. He's out the money.
It
so
absolutely can
these are
happen.
things that you don't want to get caught up in, and you know how to circumvent, keep that from happening.
Right. Yeah. We don't sell junk title. Salvage cars, anything. Everything we've got is going to have a clean title and ready to register for the road. Put insurance on. Get registered legally, and that's all we've got.
Take note of that one, everybody. Somebody you know has done this before, and somebody you can trust to make sure you don't get taken for a ride, literally. Well, tell me, what do you like about the St. Louis market?
Yeah, well, we're really loving our new location on the Hill neighborhood. My wife and her family are Italian, so it's cool to have a connection to the neighborhood there. I'm a South City guy, born and raised, so to be close to home is great. Courtney and I live in South St. Louis as well, so we love being close to home. We love being able to serve our family and friends in the area, and the accessibility of our new location there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty dynamite location. As a matter of getting anywhere in St. Louis, you can get there pretty quickly. and somebody can be to your location within 20 minutes from anywhere in St. Louis. I
Right.
guess.
Yeah. I mean, we're 5 minutes off of either 40 or 44, real quick off the exit.
There you go, Highway 40 or 40 or 44. My mom says 44.
That's right.
But you could say it either way. We know we're talking. St. Louis is known for 40, 44, 55. And we can hear Eddie there. If you guys can hear Eddie in the background, he's cheering us on. But Courtney's taking good care of your son. We're like, yeah, but St. Louis is a great market for everything, including the Cardinals baseball. Well, tell me there's a time when you had a client who was in a tough situation and you said, hey, we're going to take care of you. You got taken for a ride here.
Oh,
we're going to make this
sure.
right, and we're going to help you out.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely encountered it. I mean, we've encountered it where, yeah, frankly, they're coming in pretty defeated and more torn. I mean, we have one today who had been at another dealer and really got sold a bill of goods. And of course, we're going to go above and beyond to help that person when we can. I mean, we're human beings, and we'd like to help out where we can.
Wow, that's kind of surprising, but this could be something that once a week you see somebody that's been taken advantage of and just you want to straighten it out.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, we're family individuals. We like to make sure that someone can, go down the road in good transportation. Yeah, unfortunately, we do hear a lot of the horror stories like that. So we always try to take care of those people, especially.
Well, that's good to hear. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, man, next car I buy, I'm give Brendan a call here because
Come check it out.
Anybody I would recommend. I mean, obviously you know what you're doing. You have a good heart and have been doing well to take care of your customers for a long time, including now your own business, and that's pretty cool. Have very much success there. What's been one of the biggest challenges you've overcome, especially running a business? There's always something that pops up. Sure. Obviously, you made it despite the challenges, but what have you learned and continually learning in the auto industry, I would assume?
Right. Yeah. I think these first 2 years, we've just learned how to do a lot with a little.
Okay.
Fewer human beings to make the thing move, but we've done it nonetheless. Started with just the two of us. We've added to that team a little bit. But yeah, I mean, producing an inventory from nothing was a big challenge.
Okay.
And we're continue to grow that. But yeah, adding inventory and growing is always the big challenge.
Yeah, I say you've got. Boy, how do you get an inventory? Where do you get most of your cars from? Is it people that hear about you because you've got a reputation out? Do you go to the auction? What's the best source for you?
It's all of the above. So we go to auctions weekly. We buy cars from individuals. So if anyone has a car of any kind, we're always willing to put a buy figure on that. We work with a couple of the bigger dealerships as well for their trade-ins and that kind of thing. But you name it, we're looking. We're always looking for cars.
So if there's anybody that can give you a deal, everybody, you might find one here and somebody you can trust you. But you stand behind. How often have you had somebody bought a car, there was a continuing problem, and you said, okay, we're going to fix that? Is that happening from time to time?
It always, it's a used car. Things can always come up. We tell everyone, if something comes up, just call us, explain to us what happened. I mean, we've had everything from, a battery went dead, shortly after a purchase, took care of a battery for them, no big deal, to something that maybe to them seemed like a big issue that they were able to pop by and we sorted out no problem, So always happy to stand by what we sell and take care of a customer.
There you have it, everybody. That's what we're looking for in our leaders in the community. Brendan here doing a great job with his wife, Courtney. Brendan and Courtney Chambers, the Daily Driver Classic Motors. Find your next car at the Daily Driver. DailyDriverClassicMotors.com. 636-393-0075. Can they text that number?
Yeah, textable number there. Whether you got a car to sell, you can send us a picture of it, or if you want to know about one of the cars, send us a question.
There you have it, everybody. All right, stay tuned. We're going to some more community stuff, and we'll be back here in a few minutes to talk more.
Go ahead and scan that QR code. It's up there on the screen right there by the stage. They're matching donations up to $50,000. Thank you, and thanks for goodness for that donation. We really appreciate it, guys.
Guns N' Roses challenge.
Take it.
Take it. Take it.
I say challenge.
The Club Fitness Guns N' Roses Challenge.
Support families of our fallen first responders. Donate now and we match your donation.
Support the survivors.
We'll match
name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey, we're looking for the small business owners and leaders in our community to be on our show. This is the Your Little Castle show. We air 3 times a week, every week on ABC, and we would like to put somebody you know, or maybe it's you, who's a business owner to be on our show. You'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com. And if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. It takes just a couple seconds. And you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show. And there is no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Check that out. Go to bigleagues.com. So there you have it, everybody. Pick up our book talking about how media has impacted our little planet. And boy, got an expert here, I can tell you from his angle with the auto industry. But Magnetize Your Media. This is the #1 seller on Amazon. I've got my bookmark in there. You can see where they took a picture of me from my professional photos and put that inside the book. But tell me a little bit about it, Brendan. How has technology changed this? You've been doing this for a long time. World Wide Web has changed it. You got to do social media now. Absolutely. You get all your stuff through the web now. Is that true?
Right. Yeah. I think right when I started in the industry, just being on the internet was the whole thing. And so I've grown in the industry with that. But like you mentioned, social media now is an additional online component of that. And it's massive. That's where people find cars. I mean, whether it's on Facebook or on a website, that's where people shop for everything they buy.
Yeah, there's very few people that say, let me just go browse your inventory. You've got a great location now. You said originally you had 3,000, now you're up to 12,000, so the place is four times the place you had.
Right.
And so now you've got quite a bit of inventory, room for more, and
Absolutely.
you've got cars that coming and going all the time. So always check up. The website's the best place to get the information.
Yeah, website. You can follow us on Facebook or Instagram, but the website we update every day with new inventory.
Nice. Have a look here. There is your Facebook page. Mm-hmm. I've got up on the wall here. I'll put this. I'll go to the wide wall picture. Then I'll put it up on the wall. But yeah, you got some updated stuff here, and boy, these are some good-looking cars, man. You've got we got the BMW SUV and it's a convertible. I'm just giving you, these are in addition to, or these are extra pictures I'm saying from what you also have You
Yeah,
got
so
pictures on the website itself.
right. These are the same photos you'll find on the website, but the big thing that we push is we'll have a ton of pictures of each car on our website. I mean, most of them have at least 50 pictures. Some of them almost 100, depending on what the car is. So you literally can shop from your living room and see everything you'd want to see.
And that's what I'll go back over to that website. Boy, man, you do have a ton of great information out here. But here is your website, and you can see right there. Just jump in, and you can start taking a look at what you like. I'm gonna do a refresh on the page here, and look at cars for sale, and start going down the list of major categories.
You could hit all cars for sale, and it'll show everything we have at the moment. So that runs you the gamut of everything current, from classics to just the cheaper used cars there, a little bit of everything.
Okay, yeah, you could even sort. Yeah, got a car for $5,700.
That's right.
And on the, what's our highest priced car? 49 million, 49,000. You got that classic Pontiac, but you've got a wide range there, and people can dig the information. That's a great inventory tracking system for your cars, man. You're really on the ball there too. So it looks like you really do know what you're doing. That's pretty exciting. The internet, man, I'm telling you, if you don't get caught up with this thing, I think this internet thing is catching on, everybody. That was
I don't
my
think it's
joke
going anywhere.
many years. What are some of the other mistakes you see other dealers make? Obviously, not naming names, but something you say, well, we're not going to do it that way.
Sure.
Anything in particular you've seen?
Well, I mean, staying on the topic of the internet, I don't think most dealerships offer very good photography and information on their website. I think
Yeah.
they're more throwing a hook to try to get you to come in person, where I'm going to show you everything right there on the web. Most people made the decision they want the car before they even reach our building, and then they'll just confirm what they've seen, and it works really well. So that's one big, you got to have photography, you got to have information online.
That's the key. Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, it saves you a lot of hassle because now you don't have as much overhead because you don't have as many people to pay. You can say, hey, just come in and make a decision. That's what we find what happens with our internet interviews or TV interviews. People just say, I can trust you, let's buy, because they've heard a half an hour discussion on our little show here. It's on ABC now 5 times a week, everybody. Kind of exciting for us. But we're looking for the leaders like we have here with Brendan and Courtney, and making a difference in our community. Tell me the process, though. Somebody's going, all right, man, I got to buy a car from this guy.
Sure.
What's the easiest way for somebody to work with you? And walk me through the process a little bit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people start online, and we're happy to work with someone either way. So most people kind of kick through the inventory there. But we'd love to just show people around our facility. We've got a beautiful indoor showroom as well as some outdoor space. A lot of interesting stuff to see. If financing is something on the table, we can work that out right in-house. And yeah, we'd love to show you around. That's kind of the start, and often all it takes to start the process right there.
Well, you've got a very well-oiled machine, if they say, and it looks like you've got the whole system in place. And there's Courtney. She's in studio here with her beautiful son, your guys' son, Eddie, and he's having fun, isn't he? Did you find some flowers in the yard? Very cool. And so, yeah, it's good to see good people that are making a little impact in our little corner of the world here for the Your Little Castle show, and the leaders that are making a difference with that. So we appreciate you coming here to see us. But the process is pretty easy. They can call you, they can show up, they can come on spot and say, hey, here's the car I want. They sell the inventory and make a decision, and you'll go. Not a lot of haggling back and forth. It's pretty much, here's the price.
Yeah, we try to make it pretty just honest and straightforward from the start. We don't have any dealer fees, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
The car is going to be exactly what you saw online when you get there. We're going to be the same people that you see on the website and read about on there. We're not going to just stick you with some salesman or something. So yeah, pretty transparent, straightforward process.
I like it, yeah. Some of those dealer fees, I can only imagine some of the overhead, like we talked about. When you're overhead, you don't have as big, many people working for you as much. You got 12 sales guys. There's quite a bit more overhead that
Of course.
it's going to add to that cost, and you keep the cost down there. Dealer fees, oh boy, what could we get into with that? What's the biggest objection people have when they're buying a car from you? Is it always price, or what are people mostly interested in to know more about before they make a decision?
Sure. That's a great question. I mean, everybody's going to be a little different. Some people might want to see the Carfax, which we'll provide for free. Some people might want to have a pre-purchase inspection done, which we can facilitate. Other people might want to see even more than my 100 pictures that I've got listed online, and we're happy to oblige that too. So happy to work through anything.
Okay, but you do the traditional, people come out, take a test drive,
Absolutely.
and then sit down with you, and you'll go over the numbers and be like, here's what it is.
Absolutely, yeah. Test drive it, come, kick the tires for yourself, bring whomever might want to come take a look at it with you. We'll have Carfax, all of our maintenance documents there on hand and available, and everything is ready to drive away that same day.
Nice. Very systematic way of getting things done. Do you find your consumers are much more informed these days? Has the internet changed the way things are done now? They come in and they say, I'm ready, I need this.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
got it?
Yeah, and a lot of the car marketing, sources out there, they've kind of also helped with statistics and, is this a good deal, bad deal, all that. So, I mean, you can't beat it. You've got to be good. You got to have a good car at a good price. Otherwise, you'll get looked right over.
Yeah, I was going through quite a bit of the process with my car recently. It's like everywhere I went, they all came to the same number or within a few bucks. And the data's out there, the history's there, they study it, they know what they're willing to buy and sell for so they can make their profits and keep the business in order and going. But it seems like everybody kind of knows their thing. But it's nice to have somebody on the small business level so they can sit down with somebody and say, just give me the honest truth.
Sure, absolutely. And we love that. I mean, I can tell you, like we mentioned earlier, where I found a car, where I bought it, why did I buy it, what led me to that one, so we'll go over it all with someone.
Well, as we finish up here, tell me, what gives you the most satisfaction at the end of the day for helping people with buying a car? What do you enjoy most about what you get to do?
Sure, yeah, I mean, probably one of the most fun, enjoyable things is when we get to sell that little piece of nostalgia to someone. For you it was your '89 Supra. We've sold stuff like an '84 CRX. Had a woman drive in from out of state because she bought one new in '84.
Okay.
Hadn't seen one since the '80s, and boom, there we had a cherry red one. Looked like straight out of '84. And I mean, she almost came to tears when she saw the car. So it's a lot of fun to be a part of that.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of control, and you can actually search inventory, pull cars, I guess, from across the country. So you find something somebody likes, and have it sent here to St. Louis, or send it to wherever they're located around the country too.
Yeah, we can move them to and fro pretty easily these days, and yeah, a lot of our buyers are from out of state, so we'll hook them up with shipping and get it sent where it needs to go.
There you go. How do you feel you contribute best to the community here? Obviously, you're doing a good service for the community. What do you enjoy about what you're offering here?
Yeah, I mean, honest to goodness, we feel we offer a really good bang for a buck for a used car experience. On the classic car side, we offer a big bang for the buck because I've got the experience of doing it with the big guys, but like you mentioned, a little lower overhead of a small business and a little more tailored approach because of that.
There you have it, everybody. Find the experts in our community. Seek them out because they will take good care of you, especially those local small business owners who are always working to make that next sale to put food on the table. They're always going to give you a fair shake. Stay tuned for more, everybody. This is the Your Little Castle Show.